Hey everybody, it is Off Script, the official after show of the Tamron Show. It's a special edition of this show because Johnny Wright.
Yes, I'm here.
Johnny Wright is joining the after show. We need a bar for this now.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I mean, if somebody already does the bar thing, what can we do? No, don't answer that. Let's get the producing team behind the show we're talking about today. Today's Off Script is the post show about the Gorgeous Grey show. We just talked. I will tell you this show came to me in my head. Hey guys, I'll let everybody log on. It came to me middle of the night. I'm scrolling, and this incredibly handsome man pops up in my timeline. He is like drop dead gorgeous. He's talking
gorgeous.
about what it means to be confident. His name is Lano Brazil. And we ended up, the team ended up booking him. I sent this video in. Hey guys, we've got Team Stylist in the house. Caroline, Nakota, Silas. Where's Caroline? What happened to your three musketeers?
we're all a team, but one has something going on, so we're filling in, holding down the fort.
Okay, because guess what? You have a feeling Johnny Wright is joining the conversation. Johnny Wright, of course, has been my amazing hair guru for 20 plus years and the guru to the stars, joined this episode of the Tamron Show. So Gorgeous Grays, when I asked you guys to do this show, did you think I was crazy? I often do.
Did not think you were crazy, but I will say I did not realize just how profound this movement is right now. There are so many gorgeous grays out there, and we didn't realize that until we really did our research and saw them.
I know. Is that the thing? Because I know originally, so behind the scenes, Silas and Nakota and the team, they were scripting and they kept saying, how to embrace and empower your grays. And I said, Silas, that's not the show. These people have embraced their grays. They are sexy. They are aspirational. These people are living their best lives in their authentic hair color.
That's right. And what's really interesting is that they're really unapologetic about it. And they really want to show people that you can be fit and sexy and age gracefully. But, one of the things that was interesting with one of our guests, Vanessa, is that when she was going through her gray journey, when she made that decision, she wanted to see examples of other women who were sexy and living their best lives. She says, we love our grandmas, but she didn't want that. She wanted a great example of what it means to really go gray and feel good and be sexy.
And I love it, Nakota. A lot of y'all's guests went gray early. So this is not like people who went gray in their 80s. They had to accept this version of themselves in their 20s and 30s, at least two of your guests.
Right. Yeah, that was something personally I wasn't even really aware of. And also something that was really cool just working with the guests and also people that we had just reached out to on social media about using videos and photos is that there is really a pretty tight-knit community, like the Silver Sisters, some of them call them. And even a few of our guests had known each other and had that correspondence before we brought them onto the show together. So it was really cool seeing them be supportive of each other. And it did seem like a really positive community that they've built.
Well, what's cool is you guys as producers of the Tamron Show, you get different topics every week. So you're not on just one type of quote unquote beat. You're doing entertainment, you're doing memoirs, you're doing performances. You guys get it all. Johnny lives lives his life in the hair world 24/7. You've been a hairstylist how long?
Oh, 33 years, I think.
33 years.
Long time,
Do you have gray hair?
I do. I color my gray hair, but I don't color my hair because it's gray. I color my hair because my natural color is like a dusty brown. And I like it to be jet black.
So would you color your
gray? In the process of trying to get my hair to jet black, I color my grays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have grays?
I do have grays, yeah.
Really?
I have grays on the side,
right.
A little bit on the top, but I don't color it because I like gray. I just don't color. I just color it.
Well, I think the key for this show, guys, though, truly, let's just be honest. They were all gorgeous grays.
Yeah.
Meaning like their grays were beautiful. Like my gray, I have a wiry up here that I dyed, and it's like, I don't know what he or she looks like in real life. These people had really beautiful gray hair.
Yeah.
And that's technology too, with the kind of shampoos you talked about.
We had the yellow out shampoo, which eliminates the yellowing that comes from scorching hair, so to speak, from heat, like curling irons, blow dryer, whatever like that. And sometimes this gray hair just kind of wears, even from the environment.
Yeah.
It can get, so it is a fragile texture, so to speak, and it's a fragile color, but most of the time, gray hair, that's why you call them silver foxes, things like that, it's really beautiful when it's done well. I love a good gray
The
hair.
grow out process. That's the thing. You guys did a great job also with bringing in Johnny to talk about like the grow out. It's like Johnny has different times wanted me to grow my hair out for different styles. I have a limit on how long I can grow my hair out because it starts to look frumpy to me.
Yeah.
I start to feel like I look like I'm wearing an old mushroom, and then I go, let's cut my hair back. Gray is that same thing.
It is, and the thing about it is now they have new techniques called gray blending.
What's that mean?
Where they it's basically a process where they use certain levels of bleaching, and they'll kind of like blend out the gray, so you won't see that hard line of demarcation from the gray to the. So they'll try to blend it out, so it can just be an easier growing out process.
Do you see these influencers on your timeline? Because that's how I found our
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah,
I
he's
did see
gorgeous.
the guy with the confidence conversation. I did see him. But, now, of course, the way our phones listen to us, I'm pretty sure I would see a bunch of great content now on
As a
TikTok.
hairstylist, what do you think of this movement? Because it's no longer about like, you can do it. It's like people were like, done it, and look at me.
I think this is great. I think, as I said in the show, I think it's really about people just wanting to be their authentic selves, whatever that is. They want to be, if their hair is growing out gray, they want it to be growing out gray. But it's not I don't know if it's a movement in the sense that, now people are not going to do it because somebody else's authentic self is, I want color.
Yeah, that's my
and that's
authentic
and that's totally fine. But we see these things come and go when they're considered trends anyway. I mean, in a couple of months you won't not.
Couple of months you will not be seeing my gray. I have no intention. I love them all, and I thought they were wonderful and inspiring. I have no intention of seeing my gray hair. And the minute one peeks out, I want to do something about it.
Yeah.
I have to tell you though, guys, you got Johnny on his best performance because. Do you all know the Johnny Wright first time on TV story? This is Off Script, the official after show of the Tamron Hall show, where we take you behind the scenes of different episodes. We are here with Team Stylist. Tell them why you get the name Team Stylist. Why does the name of the team go to you?
The name is Team Stylist because I'm the producer. And so each producing team, we name it off of who the producer is.
Right. So Nakota's name is not Stylist. It is Team Stylist. And Caroline was on this team putting it together what I thought was a very sexy, very inspiring, really just made me feel good kind of show. And I was so excited for the audience, you at home, to see the show, but also excited for you to hear the behind the scenes. So Johnny Wright, per the team, was asked to come on the show. So Johnny first appeared with me on my first TV show in Chicago. What year?
Oof. I have no idea. Maybe 2004?
Neither one of us had gray hair back then.
Yeah.
So that's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
So Johnny's on the show, and you were doing what? What was supposed to be here?
It was holiday hair.
Holiday hair.
And it was my first time ever being on television in that way.
And he was
horrible.
Trash.
I was horrible.
He had the worst TV debut.
Well, just let me just say this, though. She did throw me off.
What?
Yeah, you did, because you brought me in on a tease, which I didn't know what a tease was at the time. She was like, I'm going to bring you in for the tease. And she was like, I'm going to say this and you just say that. I'm like, okay. And then we sit down at the news desk.
Live.
On
The show
Fox
is live.
News.
Fox News in Chicago.
She's at the news desk. The show is live. And she says what she says. And I see these cameras and lights. And I'm just sitting there like, literally, I couldn't say anything.
So bad.
And then she said, and I was like, yep. And that was it. And as soon as they cut, she was like, pull it together. And then, of course, when we do the segment, my glue didn't work.
Right, he was doing he was gluing in pieces for the holidays. I told him to open the glue and get it ready. We come from commercial break. The glue is sealed. He can't get the glue out. He's shaking. There was Johnny
horrible.
Wright's television debut.
It was.
What do y'all do when a guest bombs that badly? Don't name any names.
Stylist?
Nakota, don't.
Well, we do our best, to brief them, get them ready. But of course, it can happen.
It does happen.
It does happen.
I've never had anyone bomb as bad as Johnny.
That was pretty bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. I don't know where that tape is anymore, but you guys got the Johnny Wright. I got Johnny back then. Now you got the Johnny.
You got
Wright.
Jonathan.
I got Jonathan.
I just wanted to give her some body, but just this theme tube, you see that? It just has a lot of body to it. We at first was going to put it towards her face. She said, I think it looks better off the face. I said, I agree. Because you can really see the gray. You can see how bright and shiny her gray is as well, too.
So what did you think of the segment integrating Johnny?
I thought it was great. I think, what's awesome is, of course, you all have had this working relationship and friendship for so many years, but to see it play out on the show and to get incredible tips from Johnny, because I think, what's interesting is a lot of people who do choose to go gray and decide they want to do it, they're, as our guest Lena mentioned, it's not no maintenance.
Yeah.
And so you really do need to know how to take care of it, what the best treatments are. So to have that knowledge, give those tips to the audience, I know is much appreciated.
Do you have any grays, Silas?
I don't, but I did about a couple months ago get one gray hair in my beard. And I will tell you, I did freak out a little.
Oh my God.
I was like, I'm shaving this off. And so that's why you're so clean shorn?
That's why I'm clean shaven today. Absolutely.
Dakota, you got any gray hair?
None that I've noticed so far, but I've started looking since we filmed that show.
Oh, God.
Okay, if you go gray, will you dye your hair?
I think I would be happy to rock some gray or some white. I think it would look good.
How old are you, Dakota?
25.
Okay, this conversation.
He got a long time
I was
to
like,
get
no,
gray.
some of them went gray early.
Some do, yeah.
Dakota's giving surfy vibes in this light. Look at this illuminating light. The locations and the backdrops of these off scripts are hilarious. Silas looks like he's gonna go find Nemo, and Dakota looks like he's in an episode of Black Mirror. You can tell what I watch on TV. My life is this. Well, I love the show. I think a lot of people will really get into this. A great idea, adding Johnny, the tips, and the casting was tremendous. Most of those folks found online, huh?
Absolutely. Yep.
I'm telling you, you never know. You could end up on the Tamron Hall show. This is Off Script, the official non-gray version of the Tamron Hall show. If you're gray, good for you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I'm not going. That's it. I love you guys.